Big thanks to Cardmarket for sponsoring today's video. Alright, hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, I wanted to go over Green Uta in OP-13. You see, obviously the new Luffy is where all the green support is coming from, the red-green Luffy. And for some reason, they decided to make all his fucking support film-type cards. So Green Uta in OP-13 is actually very, very powerful. Green Uta has always had a really good leader ability, being able to draw an additional card basically every turn, as long as you build your entire deck with film cards. And now we actually have good film cards, so the deck is actually really, really strong. So let's jump straight into the deck list and I'll show you what we're working with. So this here is it, and since we have never made a Green Uta video on this channel before, we will go over every card a little bit more in depth, or not in depth, but like actually read out the cards. So starting with the leader here, it's a Dawn X1. When attacking once per turn, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a film type card, add it to your hand. Then return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck. Basically, this just says like as long as you have like film cards, you draw an extra card every turn. Absolutely insane leader effect when you consider like how hard it is for other decks to just draw an additional card. Like Koala, you need to have 2 8 costs out. Boa, you need to be removing something. Reiju, you need to go Dawn -1. You know, all of these decks actually have like a really difficult requirement to get extra draw power. But Uta, you know, just needs you to run film cards. And that is not that heavy of a requirement, because the film cards now actually are just good. So we're just going to take it from the top left here, moving down. Luffy here, he's basically just a 2k. Has like slight utility, I guess, but basically just a 2k. This Nami is like, people are either on this Nami or off this Nami. I am on this Nami. I really like it. It's a 3-cost 5k on play, and when attacking, rest 1 Dawn, do a top 3 search for 1 film type card other than Nami. So just additional draw, right? So you can have this, right, which draws you a card every turn, and then you have this, which as long as it stays on board, draws you a card as well. It can be a little bit awkward with that 1 extra Dawn that it costs, but you're now with the new stuff, I feel like you can work around that a lot easier, because the new stuff kind of restand Dawn and shit, so you can always have extra Dawn left over. Then we got Sanji, which is also just basically a 2k. Can become pretty big depending on, you know, how late in the game it is. You know, if you do Dawn X1 here, and let's say you have no Dawn, like all your rested Dawn, right? Then he gets plus 3k. So it becomes a 9k swing for, you know, 1 Dawn investment. Really good. Then we have Uta here. This is one of the new cards. On play, restand 2 of your Dawn. Then you cannot play character cards with a base cost of 5 or more during this turn. And then on KO, play up to 1 character card with a cost of 5 or less from your hand as rested. So really, really interesting the way that works. I would say this is more powerful in the actual Luffy deck than it is in my deck, because in Luffy you can go like Uta, and then when it dies you can go into Sanji, restand 2 Dawn, and then you can use that as counter. You know, he has a lot of ways to utilize that, but it's just good and nice to just have a body that just like 4 cost restand 2 is insane, and then you just have like the additional ability of when it dies you get another body out. Then we have Zoro, which is just on play, restand 2 Dawn, end of turn, set this character as active. Incredibly strong card. It's even just played in green Zoro because it's that good. Cards being played for just 2 Dawn is just super powerful, right? So these cards are insane. Then we have Sanji, which is an on-play, restand 2 of your Dawn as active as well. End of turn, if your leader has film or straw crew type, set up to 1 of your Dawn cards as active. That's not really going to be relevant, but it is just a 5-cost 7k body that restands 2 Dawn, so super powerful. Same with this Chopper. It's literally, to us, these cards are basically the same. Just that this is a 6k with 1k counter, and this is a 7k brick, right? They do the same thing, restand 2 Dawn. Really powerful. So like this entire line here, right? It's just cards that restand 2 Dawn when played, because that's just super powerful. Helmeppo and Jinbei here are just vanilla 2Ks. Film kind of struggles with having good 2Ks, right? So we're here playing vanillas. Helmeppo has the added benefit of being able to be played off of this Uta, whereas Jinbei is just kind of there, which is why he's only a 2-off. 7 cost Luffy from OP-02 is an insane card. 7 cost 7k blocker. On play, play up to 1 film or Straw Hat Crew type character card with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. So obviously you can play everything in this entire deck. I only have 1 card that's not film. We'll go over that soon. But you can play like everything in this deck that costs 4 or less, right? So generally you want to play out these here to restand Dawn. If you have Dawn left over, like let's say you play this on your 9 Dawn turn or something, then you have Dawn to play this, use this effect, and still have an extra Dawn left for your leader effect. So super, super powerful. Gets bodies out there, is a big blocker, very, very nice card. Then we have 2 copies of 9 cost Shanks. KO up to one of your opponent's rested characters. This is just a good card, right? Works really well against bigger bodies like, Shanks and stuff. Shanks is really good against Shanks. But just a good card, right? Sitting at the 2 off because it is a film type character, so it's really good for us. And then we have the new 10 cost Shanks from OP-13. 10 cost 12k on play, set up all of your Dawn cards as active, then you cannot play any card from your hand during this turn. This card is actually surprisingly good, and I might actually just straight up replace these Shanks for this Shanks. This Shanks is insane. Because the way our deck works, right, is we kind of spam out bodies. So by our 10 Dawn turn, we kind of have like 4 characters on board already. So we don't mind that we can't play more cards after playing this. We just slap all that Dawn on our characters, swing big, and are happy with our life, right? So super, super powerful card. Might actually up this when it comes to it after I've done some more playtesting. Really, really sick card. And then we get over to the 1 card that is not film type in the entire deck. It's going to be Dead Man's Game. If you don't know what this card does, then you need to keep up with the meta. This is played in every single green deck at this point. It's a 1 cost counter event that can give 3,000 power to your leader, but the main effect is what we played for. It's a rest 3 Dawn, so 4 Dawn in total. Rest up to a total of 2 of your opponent's characters or Dawn cards. So you can just rest their Dawn if they're leaving Dawn up for giants and stuff like that, or if they have blockers out, boom, just rest 2 Dawn. It's an amazing finisher. You can play this or you can play Holy Jones. That's really just a preference thing. My preference is gonna be on Ashura Deadman's Game. Also, a sneaky synergy here. The 1 Dawn that we do have that we can restand end of turn with Sanji can be used to use this as counter when you really need it. So not, it has some effect at least, not very relevant, but it's there. New Genesis is one of the best searchers in the entire game, if not the best searcher. Activate main. If your leader is Uta, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 film type card other than New Genesis and add it to your hand. Bottom deck the rest. Then set up to 1 rested Dawn as active. This is an actual free searcher. I can't believe we've had this for as long as we've had, because this card is insane. People are clowning on like the searchers in Rayleigh, right? Because they're like pseudo free because they're like attached to rested Dawn. But this is an actual free searcher. It's insane card. So just as instant 4 of, right? Because there's no benefit. Like you lose nothing playing this. Super, super good card. And then we got 3 copies of I'm Invincible. This is a restand event, exactly like Zoro's restand event. Set up to 1 of your leader, Uta, as active. We played it at 3. You don't really need more than that. You will only really ever need 1 as a finisher, maybe 2 if you want to play like 1 in the earlier games to put on pressure. You have some options, but 3 is a good amount for me, at least personally, especially because we go through our deck as fast as we do. This deck is insane. Let's jump into some games. Okay, so we're up against Ace, which is interesting because that is like one of the matchups that actually could rival us in card draw. I decided to go second. I think this hand is actually fine. Let's keep this hand. I kind of like this hand. We have a Searcher. We have Uta on 4. The reason we took second is because they won second. And we can't be giving them what they want. I'm actually going to grab a 2K here because... they don't have any, we don't have any 2Ks. And I like being defensive early game. Just because we get such a big hand, right? I don't think they play Pudding in Ace, but if they do, that's definitely something you have to be wary of. I'll probably find out the hard way that they play Pudding in Ace. I've been here before, and it's always bad. Pudding is searchable in this deck, holy shit, wait. Just finds a 2K, that's fine by me. Flamenco. And Otama. This card is obviously stupid. We'll see here. I'm pretty sure our next turn is just going to be Uta and like swing 7 or something. And then next turn probably going to be Sanji. You know, restand things. So we have some shenanigans we can do. 7, we're just going to take. That's a really good card in this matchup, I would assume. Yeah, so let's just get the Uta now. We could do like Nami here. I guess that's not that bad, but I think I'd rather hold the Nami. And we'll just do 7. Draw a card. It's another 2k, that's really good. He's going to use his ESO effect, which makes sense. Will he take, though? That is the question. I kind of would take this, I think. Because you draw a bunch of cards, right? And he's going to use leader effects, which was funny, because there was a 2k anyways. So I'm thinking he has like a gazillion 2ks right now. I'm going to pitch a 2k Jinbei and a 1k Chopper to defend this attack. I could have taken that one as well, but I wasn't really in the mood. Cavendish coming down here. I'm going to go for the Sanji to restand some Dawn. And then we're just going to go 6-7. 6-7. Yeah, I think he's gonna like this is really good here. We did play like the 5 cost. Maybe we shouldn't have pitched a Chopper. But I'm fine playing. Okay, well that's great. That's another 5 cost we can play. Off of the Uta if they kill it. We just restood a Dawn, but like we have literally no counter events. So funny. Let me think here. We're going to 8. So we can do this into something. We can do this into this, but then we don't have the Dawn on lead, which is a little bit cringe. I'm going to let him have this, by the way. I don't care. It does nothing on board except bring me out another character. So we'll let him have this, and then we'll play out the Helmeppo. Does come in rested, so that is something... Oh, wait. No. Look at this shit. Wait, this is kind of cheeky synergy here. Play out Nami, and we have the extra Dawn to use here. Oh, and I grabbed this Zoro for sure. That was low-key a fun synergy there. It didn't even rest my Dawn? Wait, what? Oh, that's hilarious. There's a bug. It's supposed to have rested this Dawn. And now we counter this. Because it's the last attack coming in. Oh, I really like this setup here. There comes the Marco. We get to do this for free, so let's do that. We could grab Invincible. It's good to have, but the thing is, are we going to draw into another Invincible? Also, would I rather go Uta or Zoro here? I kind of want to grab the 2k, but I don't know why. He doesn't really have a threatening board, right? So it doesn't really matter that much. I think we grab Invincible. And then I think it's going to be Luffy into Zoro. That's going to put us at 3 Dawn. That's perfect. Because that means we can go 6 and still use the effect. Let's grab the 2k, right? Now, because we don't need the Uta anymore. So we get to go 6 into here, 6 again, and then 7. And we get to draw off lead. This curve is brilliant right now. Absolutely brilliant. I hard defended this for like almost no reason, but we did get an extra draw of it, so not bad at all. And now it's going to be easier to defend as well because we do have the Luffy blocker out. And like I said, like you can tell here that our board is wide as shit. So next turn when we drop this 10 cost Shanks, we're just in a good position. And he's defending heavy here as well, which is also nice. I kind of like that. Let's see what he does. I'm assuming he's just gonna be leader effect here. Unless he's leader affected already, I haven't paid attention. Yeah, that's leader effect. All right, and then we'll just pass here, right? And restand Dawn. That was a fun little cheeky synergy there with the restand a Dawn off of this and then play this off of the Uta to use the actual Dawn to do a search. It didn't rest my Dawn because I think that's a very weird synergy that I guess the sim hasn't really accounted for. But it's there. 10 cost here makes a lot of sense. Probably does mean he will connect into the Nami because it's going to be 8 and 8, right? Oh, we can even do 8 and 9. So he definitely connects here. We'll counter the 8 and sorry, we'll block and counter the 8. And then we'll just take the 9. If it is a 9, he might even leave it on up. But we'll definitely counter. We'll definitely like do like this. It's just going to be another 8, it seems. Oh, he changed his mind. Gonna make it a 9? No, it's going to be an 8. And it's going to come into this. And I think if I had another 2k, I would low-key defend that. But since I don't, I will let it go. I do believe it's just 10 cost shanks here. Like, we could go kind of crazy with, like, restand event and things. But I think we're just going to hold on for a little bit. Go 10 cost shanks. Ooh. 9 cost shanks not bad here either, actually. If I could have baited... If I could bait a block off the new gate, but I don't think I can. I think I'm better off just getting my own nut. And let's see, it's 8. 8. Let's just start sending 1-8 into Cavendish, I think. No, I really want this Cavendish gone, but it refuses to fucking die. Finally. And another 8. There's the block. I think we don't care about leaving the blocker up here, so let's just go 8 again. That's not a great draw, but can't win them all, huh? Kind of hoping he blocks this. Right, because he blocks and then I can go a 10. He probably takes. But if he counters this, which he did, then he'll just block this 10. Really wish I could play cards right about now. But it is good that we do get rid of the blocker. Yeah, it has to go. He might also just take, I guess, but I think it's likely to block. Really? Okay. Didn't see that coming. What a piece of shit, huh? Damn, that Zoro would have stayed alive as well because he restands himself. So that was really lucky of him. I think they played like 2 copies of that at most. Like, I didn't even know they played Red Rock, to be honest. Cool, at least he doesn't have that much offensive power here. This is like probably going to be an 8. Like, we're probably looking at another 10 beard. Could be Tax Gate, which would be sucky. But we're still sitting at 4 life here. Like, we don't really care about anything, to be honest. It's going to be 10. That is like just enough to connect. Lucky for him. But that means he's not really playing anything big this turn, which means this is going to super punish. Really? This guy has his 2 copies of this. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, dude, I kind of fuck with that. Oh, he'll just block, though. Yeah, let's just go this. And then we can go 6 and get our draw in. This is good, because now he like doesn't have anything, right? Which is nice. Let's see, does he play a fucking third red rock? He does not. I think next turn I'll probably go for 2 big swings. Like I'll probably go for this and 2 big swings. I could also like do a bunch of searches, I guess. Not bad. Did I try to bait the block again? No. I could almost kill him here. Almost. Could go Luffy, honestly. It's not that bad. Okay, so if we go Luffy into Zoro, that leaves us with 5 Dawn, right? So we can go 6 and a Nami. But then he just blocks this swing free. Let's just go for the 10 cost Shanks. And let's just make sure these numbers are perfectly correct. So this is 14, that's too much. It's a 13, 13. I don't like that. Let's make it 12. 12, 14. Oh, that's 13. Fuck, it's 13, 14. Oh, it's 13, 13. I messed up. Fuck, I should have put a 1 less on. But I don't think it matters. Yeah, he does take the block here, so we will swing with the Shanks. That brings him down to 0. If he wants to threaten me whatsoever this turn, he has to swing with his blockers, which means we get a cheeky win with Invincible, I would assume. Depends kind of what he has in hand, right? But Invincible 12, 12-12 is really good, right? And that's assuming he gets rid of my shit. Now he's just gonna play defensive here. Seems. I would attach there, yeah. But I will probably counter there, right? Oh wait, I only have 1 2k. I mean, that's still worth it, right? But now I've exposed that I have no 2ks. No, let's not trigger that. Okay, well, I guess I go for it, right? The mark was super annoying, though. I wish I had Dead Man's Game. Dead Man's Game here, and I just win, right? So what are we looking at? I'll probably just do 1 Invincible. So it's 11, 12, 12, 12. Could also play nice cost Shanks. But the thing is, I'm so bricked, right? So it doesn't really matter. So I think I have to go for it. Like, the other option is Luffy. But like, that's after he's like blocked and lost all of his board. Then I could maybe consider the Luffy. It depends on how he counters these attacks, I think. I have 7 cards in hand. I'm gonna draw 2 off the Marco blocker as well, which is super annoying. He takes the free block. Wow, okay. Does that change anything? This surely goes at face either way, right? I feel like we have him, right? He only has 7 cards. I guess 9. But 12, 12. Like, now that he blocked this. Wait, let's see. Is he bricked? That's 2 2Ks. Oh my god, he's so fucked. He doesn't know I have Invincible. Let's go. I'm invincible. Literally. Oh my god, a third. All 3 Invincibles. So he has 4 cards. And we know he didn't have a single 2k in that other hand. Yeah, that's us, baby. Let's go. That's us. Oh, nice. That was a good game, though. Good game. I think we bricked up very hard there in the end, but that's just like kind of naturally happens. Like when you stop playing the Namis and the Sanjis, and you just play the Shanks back to back to back, and you kind of stuck with these cards. Ooh, up against UP Luffy. We're gonna go first, just because that's taking him off his curve. And I don't think we care too much about our actual own curve. We'll keep this hand, I think. We have a Searcher. 7 cost here sounds really good, right? But yeah, we take them off their curve, which is nice. Oh, right, they have this card now. You, dude, I fucking hate this game sometimes. We're just gonna swing 8, draw a card. That's also good in this matchup, surely. So, nice. Swing 7, we're gonna take. We kind of just lose to pudding, but again, that's not much we could have done to deal with that. Let's go for the Sandy play here. Restand 2, make that a 7k face, draw a card. It's another 2k. He's gonna 2k. We're gonna restand a Dawn. We're going into 7, which is nice because we can go Luffy into one of these to restand on. Which means we can swing another 7. He's at 7 now, which means he's not really playing anything threatening. I'll take this hit. I'll counter this one. It's gonna be a Nami, so his hand size is getting back up. Good for him. We'll probably do 6, 8. Like 6 into this, 8 face. Because this one is still relevant technically. We'll go Luffy. And I think we're going to go into Uta. I kind of prefer Uta over... Do I? No, let's go Zoro. 6 here. The draw. Okay, so now he ramped, so good on him. Which means I don't care about this anymore, I don't think. We'll pass. Restand a Dawn. We're going to 9 next turn, so we can play Shanks, but then we put ourselves in a position where we have nothing, no Dawn for leader effect. Which, you know, isn't the end of the world, but... I think we're just gonna try to keep on the pressure. Maybe play like another Luffy Zoro. He gets this fucking promo in the East, which is just a stupid fucking card, because now he's an 8k lead, which means like I can't do anything. And it's nothing's rested, so I can't even do the 9 cost Shanks. Which means we just do this again. Oh, I could have blocked and countered the 8, I guess. But yeah, let's just go here, restand 2. And we'll try to do 2 8s here. I could see myself putting in even more 2Ks in this deck, funnily enough. We're getting cards, which is nice. He giants on an 8. That's crazy. Hopefully he doesn't have like another one of these. That would suck for us. We have some decent countering on at least. Yeah, it sucks if it's another one of these because like our board is... Oh my god, dude, fuck off. Here I will block and I will counter with this. Then he can go into board here if he wants to, because we have too big board anyways. Maybe we block. The question is, do I want to play this or this? Well, I guess either way, I'll just block. My board's too big. We will go for this Shanks here, just so we can compete like on the board somewhat. And I'm thinking if I'm gonna use my Soros here or not. It would be like 8-8. No, I don't think so. So we will instead use this here. Actually, I'm gonna do it because he gianted on one of my smaller swings before. Yeah, he doesn't have like no counter cards. Or like he doesn't have any 1Ks or 2Ks. He has only events, it seems. Yeah. So forcing these out of his hands is really good for us. And then end of turn, we can restand this Soros. And we don't have a Dawn to restand, but that's fine. We don't have a counter event anyways. Maybe I should have popped this Roger. I don't know. Draws into gear 2. Bottom decks. That's nice. That's always a good sign. I think I just take the free block. I do not take the free block. We'll 2K counter. Wonder what this is here. It's going to be interesting to see. But we take the 10 for sure. And since this is basically the last swing, unless it's another rusher, I'm going to block. Because our board is full. Hopefully it's not another Roger. Okay, it's just a rusher. That's fine. That's fine. He ramps the Dawn back. That's nice. Maybe I should have dealt with this a while ago when I had the chance. Well, at least now we can swing 5 into it. But he's only a 6-key leader now, so maybe this is the turn where we use our invincible. Let me think here. We do have like some counter in hand, but not that much. We have no blockers. The only thing we could do is pop one of these with our 9-cost Shanks. Then he still has 3 swings plus the Nami. That's a cheeky swing. We would have to counter out of 2 swings, which we definitely cannot. So I think we just have to go for it here. And I'm going to send a 6 his way. Because he did have problems with counters before. He doesn't now, but fine. Fuck, he really just had the counter, huh? I wonder at what point he drew into that. I think it's gonna be... No, he drew into gear 2. I think it's gonna come down to if he has another giant or not. He's used 2 already. No, he'll definitely counter. There's no way I live, right? I have 4 2Ks. So that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12K counter. And he can swing. Yeah, I think we're just short, right? But that's if he swings optimally, I guess. I don't think we go for it. I'm gonna risk not going for it here. Obviously, with this setup here, I got punished for swinging 6 here because I could have swung 6 with leader to draw a card. But I couldn't have, I thought I was probably gonna go for it. But then he had the 1K and the 2K, and I was just like, eh. Not much I could have done there. I could have gone for it, but I don't think it's correct. He is gonna go for it. We're gonna counter this attack. And now he's scared. Doesn't dare to go for it. But we don't have enough. But he doesn't know that. This is the mind games, bro. This is the mind games. How you gotta play the game. Because he can go 12, and then he has 6. He can go 12 and 12. He goes 11, 13 instead. I'm gonna sit here and contemplate my decisions. This is how you do it, okay? You sit and contemplate your decisions, and then you end up taking it, which makes them think that you have enough. Wait, did we just get enough because of that? 12? Wait, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, not quite. But like I said, he has no clue. We have 7 cards and an active Dawn. Like, majority of players should be able to counter a 13 here. I just don't have the 2Ks, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2Ks in trash. I think there's a decent chance he literally just passes here. Or like swings a 7 and passes. I think he's too scared. I think he's too scared. Us waiting freaked him out. Yep. And that's how you do it. That's how we do it. We just scared the shit out of him. And now he realizes he would have had it. And that's rough. Because we have like everything. The question is, I don't think these become 6s now. So let's just do 7. 11. 12. There's one giant. Damn, the mind games there were really nice, huh? Here 2. I think it's 12 and 12. I don't think it's 9. I don't think it's ever 9, 9, 9 here. Right? No, let's go 12, 12. He's out of giants, right? Pretty sure he's out of giants. Oh, he's out of dawn as well. That was close. That was a great game. Showing you the absolutely potential of like mind games and how powerful they can be. That was a sweet game, dude. GG's. Alright, we're up against Emu here. I've been looking for an Emu. So that I can show you that we should be able to stand a chance against Emu. What are we going first? No, we're going second. I kind of like this hand then. Because we can go here. Let's grab Invincible. I think Invincible is really good in this matchup. Like, if you can get multiple Invincibles at the same time, then you're in a really good spot. This Shanks, though, is really bad in this matchup, so that sucks. Take the first hit, because we're crazy like that. Then because Luffy's great. I will play this Nami down. Get our search in. This feels really good for next turn, so let's do that. 5. I know we don't get the draw of lead, but I'd rather get the search of Nami, I think. Because then you get to check top 3, whereas with this, you just get to check top 1. Yes, you do lose out on 1k power, but he took the 5 anyways, so it didn't matter. Another 5k I will counter. Yep. Yeah, I will. I will counter. This could tech the... Oh, wait, this is literally not a blocker. I should consider that now in the way I swing, I think. Big first. Fuck, they're equally big. Whatever, man. We'll just go 6 and 6 then. He can just block if he wants to block. Sixes are really good against Emu because they don't run that many 2Ks. Whoa, barrier? Okay. Whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever floats your boats. Tenko's Shanks here sounds pretty good. You know what? I think I prefer this Luffy. No, let's grab Tenko's Shanks. Let's not be stupid. I keep drawing these in matchups where they're not good. Pissing me off. Him could really use like a good counter event. That would have been sick if we had that. But we don't. Stuck with Dead Man's Game. It's not searchable, so you don't want to run too many of it. I could see myself putting in more Dead Man's Game though. I feel like the card is just too good to not pass, like to pass up on. Like I'd rather miss my draw and have a chance to have Dead Man's Game. Okay. I think this is fine. We'll go Luffy into like this next turn, I think. No, wait, fuck. Oh, we really want to draw 4 cost then. Because if we do that, we don't have enough like for this search or for this search. But if we draw into a 4 cost, that restands 2 Dawn, then we play this, restand 2, then we have 3 in total, which is just enough for this and this. I will not let this go, I don't think. Oh, dude, we're so brick, dude. Okay, we drew the 4 cost, brilliant. We'll again go 6, search. I'll grab the searcher because I'm really digging for like 2Ks. So let's use the searcher first because it's a restand. Grab the 2K, restand the Dawn. Bring another 6, so draw another card. Another brick, dude. This is not good. Drawing too many bricks. And then a 7. He blocks. This is brilliant. He has like no cards out at all. He has some decent cards in hand, but I think we're in a good position. We can drop 10 cost next turn. And since he's not dropping 10 cost this turn, which means he's not dealing with our board at all, unless this is like just a flat Mars. But I don't mind Mars here. Yeah, you can Mars. That's fine. I wonder what he's going to go for. Probably this, right? We do have 4K counter in hand, so we can still counter out of whatever this is. Gonna go for the Sanji, okay. And let's see, is this gonna be another big swing? Maybe he can play another Mars, actually. But at that point, that's digging into your hand a little harsh. I think. I don't think you would do another Mars here. I think you'd rather do like a War Career or something. Yep, looks like that's exactly what's gonna happen. Which means we're gonna block in 2K. It's gonna come at life, so we're gonna take. The Charlos blocker. That is fine by me. That is a-okay. So yeah, could be 10 cost Shanks here. That way we can put on a lot of pressure. Could also be Luffy into one of the, like the Uta here. That again just lets us put pressure on still. Think about this. What is better, the massive body or the wide bodies? Let's go for the 10 cost. 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. Oh wait, yeah, I have 1 Dawn from this as well. But first 7 for sure. Grab another 2k. Blocks the 7. Let's see what he thinks about an 8. Probably gonna be 1 cost event. Barrier even. I'll do another 8. Walking right into his counters here. He's gonna block that. Go for another 8. But now we have a lot of counter in hand, which has been really nice. But yeah, he can do things here, right? Because 10 cost is coming down. Still think we're fine here. Like the fact is just that we can go very wide whenever we kind of want it. So as long as he doesn't threaten to kill me, we're in a good spot. See, he's gonna pop this with Mars. Like he's so low on cards in hand now. One of them's a brick, we know that much. That's nice to know. It's gonna be 9 into 5. The 9 phase. I'll give him it. I think that's fine. Oh, he popped the Nami with the Mars. Interesting. I would have popped the Sorrow. Gonna be an 8 here. I'd probably take that as well, honestly. Another 10 cost here is not great timing. I think I'd rather go wide for this turn. Let's start with our Searcher. We can go very wide if we grab this, I think. Because then we can go Luffy, Uta. So for 5. And we can do this. And then we still have 3 Dawn left over. With 1 on here. I guess we don't need that. Maybe we would still rather grab the counter. I don't think he kills us though. Maybe it's risky to not do this. I'll go here, restand 2. I'll go for this instead, just grab more 2Ks. And we'll go 5 into Venus. It's a massive hand we got going here. Blocks will go 6 into Venus. Another I'm Invincible is really good. Really, really good. 12 face. Blocks, makes sense. We'll pass. Restand. So what's good with this setup, right, is that this restands. So he can only swing into this, but this is massive. So he doesn't want to swing into that. So he's bound to swing into my face, and Mars can only pop 1 thing. So we'll still have 4 swings plus the double invincible coming in next turn. We had 13 cards just now. That's crazy. That's crazy. We just take all the hits here that we can, because he doesn't kill us. We have so much counter. Okay, let's see what he does here. Draw never existed. Super annoying. Fucking insanely broken card. Just a locked 4K counter. He just trashed at 2K. That's worrying. Makes me think he has multiple counter events. Okay, so what is 8 and 9? 7, 9? We'll take the 9. Oh, what a good card to draw. What a good card to draw. We'll counter like so. Okay. Now I think we win, because this is how we win this matchup, right? And we definitely go for the blockers instead of the Dawn. So here and here. And then we'll start with the small attacks here, because these will like connect anyways. Or like if he counters, that's with the Dawn. Yeah, exactly. Another 5. Do a 7. I think I messed up. I should have gone 5. I'm still gonna do that now. We're gonna do double restand. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense here. But we want to kind of punish him for like I think we just messed up the sequencing. We should have just gone 5s before the 7, and we win this game. Because then he's like forced to counter event the 5. Okay, let's see. Do we think he's bricked? He is. Let's go. We win these. Yeah, but if we sequence better there, I think when he's so low in hand, it's so nice to like, do the 5s, because it forces an event either if whether it's a 5 or an 8. You know, it doesn't matter. So I should have thought about that before swinging with this and just gone 5, 5, 7, 12, and that should have guaranteed it, because they would have gotten the events out of his hand with the 5s, and then the 7 is like guaranteed to connect here instead of a 5 and needing him to be bricked. But yeah, we got that. That was very nice. GG's. Alright, that is going to be it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe as well if you want to see more content like this. I upload basically daily, so make sure you are subscribed to miss anything. Other than that, I will see you in the next one. Peace.